So we're just going to walk through the contrast between the old website hosted on WordPress compared to the new website hosted on the YouLi CMS that we have redesigned with Adventure Out Loud. So we're going to take a look at the developer PageSpeed insight. So this is a tool provided by Google that allows us to look at the old site, and we can see on the desktop the ranking overall is 36, and on mobile the ranking is 18. And we're going to jump over to the new site, and we're going to see that on desktop we have brought it up to 78, and on mobile up to 44. So more than doubling the performance from the WordPress hosted version to the YouLi CMS hosted version. So as we can see, there are still areas for improvement. So, we know that we've already really improved significantly from time to interactive being 52 seconds on the mobile on the WordPress site. And here it's time to interactive is 9 seconds. So that means the minimum time in this context. So Google has made an assumption about the speed here. Most mobile users will have a better experience because they will have faster connectivity than Google is assuming here, but this is kind of I think it's a 3G estimate. And so in this case, it's 9 seconds. So again, in the WordPress version, it was 52 seconds and going to 9 seconds. So significant improvement in performance there. But interesting to see that Google still sort of marks these in red as in you can still improve this further, and that is true. There's always room for improvement. It's just a matter of how much optimization is worth the time and cost to achieve. So just taking it to this level is already a huge improvement, and we can continue to refine from there. And it's great is that seems to actually be the main thing that Google is suggesting we focus on here. So that would be the potential area that has the most impact to focus on. And on the desktop, let's see if it's the same. So time to interactive on the desktop is 1 second. So what that really tells us is that Google's assessment of the time to interactive has to do with the payload of the homepage on mobile. So in a slow network, they're assuming it's going to take 9 seconds to load that, whereas on the desktop, they're assuming a faster connection, and therefore it's only going to take 1 second. So that tells us it's not really a server-side issue in terms of performance, but it's more of an issue having to do with the size of the content on the homepage. So there's some design decisions that could be made to reduce the amount of content on that, and other decisions that could be made. So this tool is a really great way to see how much progress we've made, but also to identify opportunities. And so, yeah, interesting that this one does actually say it's time to interactive 1 second here, but saying that we could potentially save 6 seconds through modifications. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out when we put the caching on top of this. So that's a next step that we take. It's currently in development, and once it goes live, we will put Cloudflare in front of that so that there will be caching applied, which means that most people's experiences will be even better than the default here. And so yeah, so this is a really good first step, and we're quite excited to see the difference coming from complete red 36 on desktop and bringing that up to 78 on desktop. So really good directionality in terms of performance, and potentially a few more things that we can do to improve that. But already the user experience is going to be significantly improved.